We are now in Berlin to a workshop on protein paradox. It is a network for postgraduate researchers mainly, but also from master till professors, where we connect different disciplines together to develop scenarios for legume cultivation in the future.
We thought it is important to especially train young people, postdocs and PhD students, to work on this protein transition strategy with different disciplines.
So the objective of our workshop today is to bring together thinking and expertise about legumes and associated cropping systems, and also scenarios.
So we discuss about the challenges about legume production, consumption, and also the market, also the policy aspects, and how we can enhance legume production for a much more sustainable food and agriculture system.
We thought that scenarios is a very useful tool to bring everything together and to really digest how our actions today could shape the future.
So basically we have presentations from experts from different parts of the world, and these experts present us different parts of the protein puzzle, as I sometimes call it, because proteins are about the production of legume crops. Then there's the consumption bit. People consume either pulses or meat-based products that are also based on protein. And then there's also the environmental aspect and the global market aspects. And we brought different experts to present us these different pieces.
In China and Canada in particular, legume production is for food purposes. In America, legume production is 99% soy production, so it goes into animal feed. In Australia, the legume production is about half and half, intended for food and intended for feed. Whereas in Europe, most of our legume production is feed oriented. Europe imports, in round numbers, 10 times more legume protein than it grows.
One of the main drivers is ecological need to change the protein sources for the population.
And then in the group work, in the group discussion, we then want to use these information to develop scenarios on how we in Europe could develop towards a transition to more protein or plant-based diets. The workshop showed that legumes play a key role in developing regional food and feed systems with benefits for both human and ecosystems' health. Farmers growing legumes in their rotations are key actors in making a protein transition possible. Consumer preferences also play a major role in this transition. Investments in innovative processing and marketing and an increasing awareness on the benefits of legumes are important drivers. And last but not least, policies needed to support this change.
Thinking in a structured way about the future allows us to decide today about the necessary policies, pathways for technological development in order to come to a somehow more preferable future perhaps.
Where do you see the drivers and barriers for protein transition? Let us know in the comments below.